Blake Lively steps out for the premiere of Another Simple Favor amid the Justin Baldoni drama.
Blake Lively's name has been circulating through gossip channels, online forums, and social media platforms, and the conversation has turned darker than anyone anticipated. Once seen as a shining star of Hollywood who could do no wrong, she now stands at the center of a swirling storm of allegations, bad press, and rumors that her days as America's sweetheart may be numbered. Many fans once admired her glamorous style, her charming appearances, and her seemingly golden relationship with Ryan Reynolds. Over time, that sheen began to fade.
Naked truths aren't always pretty.
But Blake Lively's out for truths in her It Ends With Us lawsuit. So much so, the actress added an ex-CIA agent to her legal team.
Now, multiple headlines suggest that her new movie, unofficially referred to as a follow-up to her earlier project with Anna Kendrick, might be the final blow to her once pristine public image. Allegations of drama, unscrupulous behavior, and underhanded dealings are gaining traction, leading some to claim that her entire empire is in jeopardy. People across social media have highlighted how the trailer for this new project, tentatively called Another Simple Favor, hasn't received the glowing reception expected for a star of her caliber. In fact, it's supposedly been hit with a barrage of dislikes, overshadowing any positive feedback. Making matters worse, insiders say Amazon Prime Video had little choice but to disable the comment section on YouTube to quell the rising tide of negativity.
So first of all, let me point out to Blake Lively, you are an actress. Unless you signed on as a producer or a director,
that extreme step fueled even more speculation. Historically, Amazon has allowed comments to run wild, even during controversies like The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. The fact that Blake's new trailer prompted such a drastic measure indicates that something more serious might be bubbling beneath the surface. On Instagram, however, Prime Video chose not to disable comments, leading to hundreds of scathing remarks. Some users went beyond criticizing the trailer by announcing full-blown boycotts, vowing never to watch any movie from Blake or Ryan again. Even people accustomed to celebrity drama found this level of backlash surprising. It's one thing for fans to dislike a trailer, it's another for them to declare they're done with an actress's entire filmography. That jump typically occurs only when underlying controversies poison the public's perception of a star.
Tonight, scandal rocking Hollywood as the fallout begins from Blake Lively's explosive allegations against co-star Justin Baldoni.
Longtime admirers of Blake Lively find it tough to reconcile her once glowing image with the deluge of negativity now surrounding her. A key part of this meltdown reportedly traces back to a legal dispute with Justin Baldoni. Rumor has it that the conflict led to the release of damning text messages, emails, and legal documents said to involve Blake, Ryan, and others in her professional circle. Critics interpret these materials as proof that Blake was manipulative behind the scenes, promising one thing and delivering another. High-profile media figures like Megyn Kelly further amplified this narrative, accusing Blake of unethical behavior.
That shouldn't be happening, by the way.
I was like, hey, and I just gave her a big hug, and I think I scared her.
My nose is so big.
I was hoping that we could address this.
These strong accusations, coupled with an already skeptical online audience, sent the story viral. Adding fuel to the fire, Another Simple Favor is rumored to be plagued by a personal feud between Blake Lively and co-star Anna Kendrick. Anyone who watched them promote their first film together likely caught the awkward energy. Several videos show Anna looking visibly uncomfortable while Blake interjects or overshadows her responses. That tension, fans say, suggests there's genuine animosity. Tabloid chatter insists Anna almost walked away from the sequel, forcing the studio to intervene. Director Paul Feig publicly shrugged off these rumors, insisting the production was always on track.
Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively, seeing isn't necessarily believing when it comes to their new thriller, A Simple Favor. And as Brooke Anderson found out, eyeing their co-stars, past and present, can be a bit of a challenge.
However, viewers remain unconvinced, feeling it's standard Hollywood practice to deny cast drama to protect a film's image. Anonymous insiders claim the hostility was so severe that it nearly derailed filming, prompting Anna to threaten to quit. Producers knew losing one of their leads would harm the sequel. Allegedly, they scrambled to appease both actresses. Such rumors might ordinarily be brushed aside, but the behind-the-scenes scuttlebutt is hard to ignore when coupled with the film's lukewarm trailer reception. While some fans are still excited to see Anna and Blake reprise their roles, many remain fixated on the possibility of a meltdown off-camera. Beyond movie dramas, Blake Lively's other ventures appear to be taking hits as well.
I defend Justin Baldoni in this lawsuit with Blake Lively because I think she's horrible and she's made up this whole thing because she tried to steal his movie.
One major example is Betty Buzz, her non-alcoholic drink line. It launched with fanfare, benefiting from her name recognition and connections to major stores. Yet whispers suggest that initial curiosity didn't translate into long-term sales. Critics claim Betty Buzz lacks a unique selling point to set it apart in a crowded market. Some stores have reportedly cut back on their orders, indicating slow turnover. Making matters worse, early ads for Betty Buzz emphasized female empowerment, which now feels hollow to certain observers who believe Blake undercut her business partners in the Baldoni case. Meanwhile, her broader foray into lifestyle branding.
It's my favorite story, I think, in showbiz this year. The Justin Baldoni war with Blake Lively, which seems to me, initially I felt quite sorry for Blake Lively, then I've been reading all the messages between them all, and it just seems like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists.
Once likened to Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, never seemed to find its footing. Without a clear identity, the endeavor struggled, and now negative publicity may have further dampened any shot at success. Brand partnerships that used to be no-brainers for Blake are also rumored to be wavering. In celebrity culture, trust is everything, and sponsors don't want to risk their reputation by pairing with someone mired in scandal. Another source of confusion is a supposed hair care line colloquially called Blake Brown Hair. Little solid information exists. Some people suspect it was quietly shelved due to the controversies swirling around her. Others believe it was never more than a rumored project. Either way, the lack of any real presence suggests a failure to launch.
They're done, and it's no wonder everyone avoided them like the plague.
TMZ just dropped a bomb on Blake Lively, and it made her day from pretty bad to devastating.
One more strike against Blake's credibility as an entrepreneur. In Hollywood, a star's public image isn't just about getting film roles. It also influences how fans perceive them, how their peers respond to them, and whether powerful studios will stake money on them. Blake was never a blockbuster machine, but she held enough fashion and celebrity clout to remain a solid pick for certain roles.
The Blake Lively-Justin Baldoni legal battle took a turn Tuesday night when Lively filed an amended complaint alleging that two other actresses on the set of the film are prepared to testify their own uncomfortable experiences on set.
Now, if her name is attached to controversy, that math changes. Executives prefer bankable stars free from messy headlines. If Another Simple Favor tanking becomes a cautionary tale for studios, it might mark the start of a downward spiral. Social circles can be equally unforgiving. Swifties have pointed out that Taylor Swift, once known to have a friendly rapport with Blake, seems less inclined to openly support her. Leaked text conversations allegedly show Blake referring to Taylor and Ryan as her dragons, which rubbed Taylor the wrong way. If that's true, it signals a possible rift with one of the music industry's biggest power players. Silence from other big names only worsens the appearance that Blake is losing her support network. In Hollywood, alliances matter greatly, and when those connections erode, it often spells trouble. A major red flag for many observers is Ryan Reynolds' conspicuous lack of public defense. Traditionally, when a celebrity is under fire, their spouse or partner issues a statement, posts a quick show of unity, or otherwise stands up for them. Ryan hasn't done much of that beyond an offhand joke on Saturday Night Live. While it's impossible to read his mind, gossip columns suspect he's maintaining a calculated distance to protect his own career. Ryan has major deals with Marvel and other studios that count on him to remain scandal-free. Should Blake's controversies escalate, and people start associating him too closely with her downfall, he might be labeled a liability. Perhaps the most bizarre twist is Blake's decision to hire Nick Shapiro, a former CIA deputy chief of staff, as her crisis manager. Hollywood PR typically hinges on strong industry relationships, cozy lunches with key journalists, and hush-hush dealings that shape narratives. Hiring someone from the intelligence world suggests a deeper level of concern than the standard celebrity rumor. Conservative voices like Candace Owens have ridiculed the move, calling it a red flag that Blake's problems might be more complex than she wants anyone to know.
Justin says that Blake was determined to make him the real-life villain in her story because she wasn't doing well on the promo tour for the movie. It was very tone-deaf. Her hair care line wasn't doing well. She was trying to sell booze while talking about domestic violence.
Hollywood blacklisting doesn't look like it does in old-time movies. Rather than an explicit ban, a star simply stops getting big offers. Invites to exclusive events dry up. Potential projects never progress past the initial phone call. Suddenly, the once glittering celebrity can't land the roles they used to. For someone like Blake, whose image was crucial to her success, the quiet freeze-out could be devastating. If the public sees her as toxic, brands and studios won't hesitate to look elsewhere. New talents arrive every day, and there's no shortage of eager replacements. It's a stunning reversal for fans who followed Blake from her Gossip Girl fame to her blossoming film career. She cultivated an aura of poise, humor, and relatability. Now, allegations depict her as manipulative or self-serving. Even those who don't entirely believe the rumors admit the sheer volume of bad press is striking. From alleged catfights with Anna Kendrick to possible financial trickery in her business deals, the revelations keep stacking up. Everything comes to a head with another simple favor. Amazon's choice to disable comments on YouTube is a bold move. Typically, studios rely on fan interactions to gauge excitement. Shutting down that feedback loop sends a clear signal that the negativity was overwhelming. On other platforms, viewers continue bashing the film or calling Blake out. If the box office receipts follow suit, producers may see it as confirmation that her star power is waning, pushing them to invest in safer choices down the road. Naturally, some folks are questioning whether Ryan Reynolds can escape the fallout. Hollywood's rumor mill never sleeps, and many wonder if his carefully groomed persona will be upended by guilt by association. If Blake continues drawing fire, the negative press might overshadow his promotional efforts. No studio wants to deal with relentless questions about a star's private life when marketing a blockbuster. He may find himself forced to address the situation more directly, a risk for any performer who wants to keep personal turmoil out of the spotlight. With each passing day, the gossip intensifies. Did Blake sabotage her own businesses with a lack of clear vision, or were investors scared off by her personal drama? Did she and Anna Kendrick truly butt heads to the point of near collapse for their film?
The actress, who reprises her role as Emily Nelson in the upcoming movie, which is a sequel to 2018's A Simple Favor, arrives at the South by Southwest Film Festival March 7th.
Are the legal disputes with Justin Baldoni as damning as the leaked messages suggest, or is it another Hollywood spat blown out of proportion? In the absence of definitive statements, the tabloids fill the vacuum with tantalizing tidbits. Historically, some celebrities rebound from far worse reputational hits. If Another Simple Favor somehow dazzles audiences and critics, it might buy Blake time to rebuild her image, but the odds appear stacked against her. Pessimism is rife, with many commentators predicting a career nosedive if she can't stabilize her brand soon. A smattering of devoted fans believe she's the victim of a smear campaign, pointing to rumor-based reporting and unverified leaks. Yet skepticism abounds, especially when she has taken no steps to publicly refute any of the major accusations. Even so, comebacks aren't unheard of in Hollywood. A powerful redemption arc could restore Blake's standing if she addresses the controversies directly, counters the allegations with facts, or demonstrates genuine growth. The window for that, though, is shrinking. With the trailer fiasco, the alleged Anna Kendrick feud, the Baldoni dispute, and Nick Shapiro's intelligence expertise fueling speculation, public sentiment is leaning negative. Ultimately, the real question is whether the audience's impression of Blake Lively has irrevocably changed. She built a reputation on charm, wit, and a sense of authenticity that resonated with fans. Now, the woman behind that brand is seen by some as conniving, a behind-the-scenes manipulator whose friendly public face was just for show. That disconnect can be fatal for a celebrity's career, particularly when their likability was their main selling point. Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds' predicament highlights just how intertwined celebrity couples' images can be. He's one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, with a comedic flair that wins over audiences. Yet, if the PR fallout continues, questions may swirl about his own role in these controversies.
Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Did he stand by while Blake took advantage of business partners, or is he as blindsided as the rest of the world? Fans and industry insiders will keep asking if more damning evidence emerges. For the time being, Blake Lively seems to be in damage control mode, relying on a CIA-connected crisis manager rather than the usual Hollywood fixers. That unconventional approach could backfire, as many see it as evidence that her troubles run deeper than just nasty rumors. It also alienates the entertainment press, who might resent being left out of the loop and respond by piling on more criticism. In an industry that thrives on reinvention, the path to redemption remains open. If another Simple Favor defies expectations, or if a future role allows Blake to recast herself in the public eye, people might reevaluate her. But until she confronts the swirling accusations head-on, the whispers of feuds, fraud, and failing businesses will likely persist. Gossip watchers and casual fans alike can only guess whether this signals the end of an era for Blake Lively or the start of a dramatic comeback story. Either way, the stakes are high. She's at a precarious juncture where each move, whether it's a social media post, a business announcement, or an interview, will be dissected for hidden motives or potential dishonesty. Cancel culture can strike quickly, and stars who once seemed untouchable have fallen from grace. If she's truly innocent of the more damning allegations, it's in her best interest to shine a light on the truth sooner rather than later. But for now, the story is still unfolding. Hollywood watchers await box office numbers, behind-the-scenes leaks, and any shred of official insight from either Blake or those aligned with her. This chain of controversies has the potential to drastically reshape her career. Whether she manages to navigate the storm or succumbs to the waves of bad press is the question on everyone's mind. If she can't stop the downward spiral, Blake Lively may be the next cautionary tale in an industry where fortunes can change overnight, and even the brightest stars can burn out faster than anyone ever anticipated.